Shalom to the elect of Israel, to the hopeful elect of Israel, you Hebrew Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, West Indians, and Haitians. Got to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shah, the Most High, the Heavenly Father. His Hebrew name is Yahweh, not Yahweh, not Jehovah, not God, not Elohim, not Most High, not Lord, not Yah, not Jah, not Ahaya, not Allah, not Abba, not Yahuwah, not Hashem, not Yahweh, Haveh, Vaveh. It's Yahweh. And his only begotten son name in the Hebrew is Yahweh Shah. Not Yahshua, not Yeshua, not Jesus Christos, not Jesus Christ, not Serapis Christos, not Yeshaya, not Yehoshua, not Yahusha, not Jesus Christos. It's Yahweh Shah. So we got to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Rikah Quadash. Double honors to the apostles, elder bishops and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, who teach well. Who are the apostles, elder bishops and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, who teach well. Again, who are the apostles and elders of all of Israel, whether you accept it or not. And a sincere salutation to all the Akim believing this truth and pushing this truth towards the four winds of the earth, the entire world, shedding light to the whole elect. Shalom to the Akwath who are listening and learning. You few sisters who are listening and learning. I'm Isaiah from GMS Atlanta, Camp Prophet of Doom. Coming at you on another lesson in truth, facts, faith, and edification. Another day of edification, Lord, wisdom, be edifying. So, another spiritual rant. So this lesson, I'm going to make the point. I had mentioned this song that I be hearing at the plantation a lot. And this was about a month ago now. And I was going to do a lesson on the song. But it stopped playing for some reason. And I didn't hear it for a while, for maybe a couple weeks or so. And they usually keep the song in rotation. So, and I thought the name of the song was Your Empire, because I kept hearing it say, Your Empire is Dead. That's what I kept hearing. As I heard the song, that's what made me want to do a lesson on it. But then when I made it a point, I'm at the house one day, and when I made it a point that I was going to do a lesson on it, so from the time I went in that next morning to the plantation, I was expecting to hear the song. I didn't hear it. And for like a week straight, I never heard the song anymore. I'm like, damn. So after about 2 or 3 weeks, because I was looking it up, I was typing it in on YouTube, I was going to Google, I even went to DuckDuckGo and typed in Your Empire is Dead, and it never came up. So I think maybe last week or the week before, it was either last week or the week before, I started back hearing the song. So I put my phone to the speaker, because it plays in the plantation on the radio, and I thought the hook was, or the chorus, or the intro, whatever you want to call it, the intro, outro, Your Empire is Dead. So the name of the song is Escape, right? So I'm thinking she was saying Your Empire is Dead. She say, what if I escape with you? No, it's what if I escape? I thought it said Your Empire is Dead, because that's how it sounds. So I finally got the song, and it's all spiritual. Because she said, what if I escape with you? I'm like, man. And every time I hear it, when she say, what if I escape with you? So I'm like, man, that's the Job 5:23. When it talks about whoever the elect is in that time, they shall be in league with the stones of the field. Right? And I had a dream a while ago, and I mentioned it in the lesson, when the government had snatched me up, and they had told me that I had to go and fight in the war. I had to go fight. And they had me in a cell with these dudes, with a lot of dudes. And they was pulling these dudes out the cell and giving them suits and guns. I'll never forget, they was giving them M16s giving them a couple clips, M16s, giving them ammo, and giving them a water, little water canteen, and telling them to go and get in line, and they was putting them on these buses. Well, the lady scanned me, and she said, we can't use him. She said, he already got a mark. He's already marked. We can't use him. And they threw me back in the cell, and then they let me go. And when they let me go, I walked out the door, because she said, we can't use him. And and I don't know who it was, but there was some brothers like in a truck, and they was like, hey, and they called me by name and said, hey, Isaiah, come with us. They said, come with us, bro, you good. So when she said in the song, I thought she was saying your empire is dead. She said, what if I escape with you? So I want to read this copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Non-profit educational or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. This is for educational purposes only. This is not for monetary gain. This is for educational purposes only. So I found the clip, right? Let me go back to search. So check this out. This is the song. And she said, your eyes speak truth. Hey, and when reality clears, WRC, when reality clears, what do you see? The truth, man. The Lord gave us the ice off. This is Revelations 3. She said, we could leave this place. Freedom is ours to chase. Man, the truth, man. Hey, call out Yahweh Shema Shah. Because the song's still spiritual. So yeah, I just want to play that part, man. And it's spiritual because this is a female saying, what if I escape with you? With who? She talking to the man. What if I escape with you? And the whole time I thought it was saying, your empire is dead. It's all spiritual. Because she's saying, what if I escape with you? Hey, Lord willing. Hey, we crying. What if we escape with you? Wisdom. Wait, what if wisdom give us what if wisdom grant us to escape, man? So I was just thinking about that, man. In that Job 5, they said, what if I escape with you? Hey, the elect gonna escape, man. The elect will escape. This is Job 5 and 23. It reads, for thou shalt be in league. Matter of fact, let me read. It reads, Job 5 and 20, in famine he shall redeem thee from death, and in war from the power of the sword. Thou shalt be hid from the scourge of the tongue, neither shalt thou be afraid of destruction when it cometh. See? It reads, at destruction and famine thou shalt laugh, and neither shalt thou be afraid of the beasts of the earth. Because the Lord said he's going to use teeth of wild beasts to destroy, dogs to tear flesh. For thou shalt be in league with the stones of the field. This is the elect right here. And the beasts of the field shall be at peace with thee. And thou shalt know that thy tabernacle shall be in peace, and thou shalt visit thy habitation and shall not sin. How are you going to visit your habitation? Hey, because it say thy tabernacle shall be in peace. Hey, the elect going to get beamed up into the chariot, right? Into Yahweh's chariot. And you got to be changed. So when it say, and thou shalt visit thy habitation and shall not sin. Our original habitation is angelic bodies, man. Them extraterrestrial beings, man. Like Paul said in 1 Corinthians 15. Right? Immortal. These mortal bodies shall put on immortality. These corruptible bodies shall put on incorruption, man. That's our original habitation. So either way, your empire is dead, or what if I escape with you? Either way, it's the spiritual, man. Because I thought it was saying your empire is dead. And America is dead. Babylon the Great is dead, man. It's through. So yeah, I thought about this. That song, that Job 5:23. And there was one other that really hit me. It was the Psalms 91. I ain't gonna make this too long. It's just this song, man. It came back to me. Call Allah Yahweh Shema Bashar. So this Psalm 91. And one, he that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of Yahweh, he is my refuge and my fortress, my power, my God, in him will I trust. Surely he shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence. The fowler is the so-called white man. The pestilence is going to be them intercontinental ballistic missiles. But it's going to be pestilence out here as well before the missiles touch down and cause hell. Jacob's trouble is going to be famine. He shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wings shall thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler. Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that flieth by day, nor the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday. 8,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee. Only with thine eyes shall thou behold and see the reward of the wicked, because thou hast made Yahweh, which is my refuge, even the Most High, thy habitation. See? Then the Lord say he made the Israelites in his image. Right? He made Israel of his own eternity. That's why I tell you in the scripture, the days of Israel shall be innumerable. See, we don't supposed to die, man. We supposed to live forever. So it say, even the Most High, which is my refuge, even the Most High. Let me read 9 again. Psalms 91:9. Because thou hast made Yahweh, the Lord, which is my refuge, even the Most High, thy habitation. So our habitation is going back to being immortal. There shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling, for he shall give his angels charge over thee to keep thee in all thy ways. They shall bear thee up in their hands, lest thou dash thy foot against a stone. What does it mean, lest you dash your foot against a stone? Lest you come against Yahweh Shai. If you coming against Yahweh Shai now, like most of these people doing on TikTok, you ain't gonna get salvation, man. It say, they shall bear thee up in their hands, lest thou dash thy foot against a stone. This means you coming against the truth, because Yahweh Shai is a stumbling block, as it tell you in Isaiah 8. So this is talking about those that coming against the truth, man. You see how it's worded? Psalm 91:12. The angel, he said, they shall bear thee up in their hands, lest thou dash thy foot against a stone. Mean what? You gonna come against the Lord. Let's prove it. This is Isaiah chapter 8:13. Sanctify Yahweh hosts himself, and let him be your fear, and let him be your dread, and he shall be for a sanctuary, but for a stone of stumbling, and for a rock of offense. See, a stone of stumbling, and for a rock of offense, till both the houses of Israel, the southern and northern kingdom, for a gin and for a snare to the inhabitants of Jerusalem. And many among them shall stumble and fall and be broken and be snared and be taken. See? Then you got the one in 1 Peter, right? Let's read this one. 1 Peter 2:6. Wherefore also it is contained in the scripture, behold, I lay in Zion a chief cornerstone, elect precious, and he that believeth on him shall not be confounded. Unto you therefore which believe he is precious, but unto them which be disobedient, the stone which the builders disallowed, the same is made head of the corner, and a stone of stumbling, and a rock of offense. Here's Peter quoting what was written in Isaiah 8. And a stone of stumbling, and a rock of offense, to even to them which stumble at the word, being disobedient, whereunto also they were appointed. So 2/3 was appointed to stumble at the Lord. And I got to get this. What is it? Matthew. What is that? I forget where it said. Let me go to Google. Man, I'm just looking at this here too. This here is cold right here, man. Trump warns Russia of severe consequences if Putin doesn't agree to stop war. Hey, it going down, man. Let me find this. Let me get back. Yahweh Shah said, grind them to powder. Matthew 21, that's it. Matthew 21. Been a minute since I read this. So, the Lord is a stone of stumbling, man, to both the houses of Israel. It's Matthew 21:44, it reads. Let me read 43. Matthew 21:43. Therefore, say I unto you, the kingdom of God shall be taken from you and given to a nation, bringing forth the fruits thereof, which is the remnant of Israel. And this is verse 44. And whosoever shall fall on this stone shall be broken. But on whosoever it shall fall, it will grind him to powder. See? It will grind him to powder. And whosoever shall fall on this stone shall be broken. I read in 1 Peter 2. But on whomsoever it shall fall on, it shall grind him to powder. Going back to Psalms 91. Psalm 91:12. They shall bear thee up in their hands, lest thou dash thy foot against a stone. And this is talking about those that offended at the Lord, man. As it said in 1 Peter 2, they was appointed. To come against the Lord, man. That's why you got a lot of TikTokers out here talking trash. A lot of YouTubers talking trash. But anyway, I just want to make that point about that song, man. What if I escape? The elect will escape. Thou shalt be in league with the stones of the field. That league is talking about the elect, man. That shall scarcely be saved. What's that? Man, it's been a minute since I read that. What's that? 1 Peter 3? Nope, I'm thinking about what is that? Man, it's been a minute since I read this. Wow. I forget where it said. I gotta go to Google. Been a minute since I read it, man. I can't believe that. Okay, 1 Peter 4. Salakia for that, man. It's been a minute since I read this, man. 1 Peter 4. Let's read it, 17. Yep. And this is why, hey, man, call out Yahweh Shema Shah. It's 1 Peter 4 and 17. For the time has come that judgment must begin in the house of God. Why? Because they, like it said in Psalm 91, at least they dash their foot against the stone, man. Meaning you come against this truth. So this is why the Lord gonna start at Israel first. The 2/3. For the time has come that judgment must begin at the house of God. And if it first begin at us, what shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel? Hey, and so the whole elect going into the brother said today, the brother Tharashal, the Jacksonville camp, bro, the Lake City brother. He said, that fire, man. Hey, we about to get tried in the fire. No, I think it was the brother Shemaiah in the lesson. One of them brothers said, I watched the video today at the plantation. But they were talking about how, hey, you about to go through that fire, man. That 2 Ezra 16, when it talks about they that fear the Lord shall be cast out of their houses, then shall be known who are the chosen. Hey, we all about to go through this fire, man. That's what this is saying. For the time has come that judgment must begin at the house of God, at the Israelites. And if it first begin at us, what shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel? So we all got to go through the fire, man. The whole elect and 2/3, man. We all got to go through it. We all got to go through it, man. And if the righteous scarcely be saved, what shall the ungodly and the sinner appear? See? So, yeah, man. Wherefore, let them that suffer according to the will of God commit the keeping of their souls to him in well-doing as unto a faithful creator. See? You can't dash your foot against a stone, man. Which is you coming against the Lord. Coming against Yahweh by Shema Shah. Yahweh Shah he come in the volume of the book. Psalms 40 and 7. Hebrews 10 and 7. And then Yahweh Shah said in John 5 and 46. Matter of fact, let's read it. For all you people out there, man, that'll tell you in 2 Corinthians that the veil of the Lord, the veil of the reading of the Old Testament, hey, that veil is not taken away, man. St. John 5 and 46. Yahweh Shah reads this. For had ye believed Moses, you would have believed me, for he wrote of me. But if you believe not his writings, how shall you believe my words? See? So as it say, man, ain't meaning for this to go this long, but it's other spirit. But that's 2 Corinthians 4. Let's see here. No, is it what is that? Hold on, bear with me. Let me go to Google. I forget. Come on now. As a matter of fact, I can let me do that. Let me find it. Bear with me here. Let me find it. What is that? 2 Corinthians. Okay, yep. 2 Corinthians 3. Okay, so this is 2 Corinthians chapter 3. In verse 12 it reads, seeing then that we have such hope, we use great plainness of speech. Right? The simplicity in Yahweh Shah. Verse 13. And not as Moses, which put a veil over his face, that the children of Israel could not steadfastly look to the end that was that which is abolished. It reads verse 14. But their minds were blinded, for unto this day remaineth the same veil untaken away in the reading of the Old Testament, which veil is done away in Mashiach. Meaning you're supposed to understand this truth, man. Because through Yahweh Shai, we have the Lord, he loosed the seals, man. When they was crying, when they were saying that nobody can loose the seals, and then the angel told John, hey, weep not, for the Lion of the tribe of Judah had loosed the seals, man. So you're supposed to understand that, hey, it's the whole book, man. It ain't just the Old Testament for them Old Testament thumpers, or the New Testament for you New Testament humpers. It's the Old and New Testament. They can prove it with a precept. Was it Matthew 13? Hey, the householder which bringeth out his treasures things new and old. 2 Corinthians 3 and 14. But their minds were blinded, for unto this day remaineth the same veil untaken away in the reading of the Old Testament, which veil is done away in Mashiach. But even unto this day, when Moses is read, the veil is upon their heart, meaning their mind. See, they won't let it go, man. This shows you when the Lord said in John 5:46, hey, Moses wrote of me, and if you believe not his writings, he wrote of me, how shall you believe my words? Show you that our people are hypocrites, man. Thinking that heathens can come in and be saved when the Lord is still talking to the 12 tribes of Israel from the Old Testament. The Old Testament is the foundation for the New Testament. And I was just quoted. Let's read this. Matthew 13. Man, it's all spiritual too. Matthew 13 and 52. It reads right here. Then said he unto me, therefore every scribe which is instructed unto the kingdom of heaven is like unto a man that is an householder, which bringeth forth out of his treasure things new and old, man. See, this is the whole King James 16:11, man. So that veil is still on their spirit, still on their mind, man. They don't get it because they dashing their foot against the stone. Go back to it. Psalms 91. This is what 2/3 gonna get put to death, man. But they was appointed. I read in 1 Peter 2, they was appointed to stumble at Yahweh Shai, man. Again, Psalms 91 and 11, for he shall give his angels charge over thee to keep thee in all thy ways. They shall bear thee up in their hands, lest thou dash thy foot against a stone. See, that was the point, man, I wanted to make, man. Hey, what if we escape? Hey, and the head brothers of Counting Hall, you always say, hey, we can't be in that war is me spirit, man. What if you are the elect? What if you do get salvation? Forget about the what we might not make it. What if you do make it? What if we do escape with them? With the elect? Yeah, man. What if I escape with you? Hey, what if I escape with you brothers? What if you brothers escape with the apostles, elder, bishops, and elders? What if you escape with the Akim? What if? Forget about, no, I don't think so. I might not. What if we do? What if we escape, man? Hey, call out Yahweh Shema Shai. Lord is edifying. Give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh. Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Bahashem Rekah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles, elder, bishop, and elders of great millstone who rule well, who teach well, who are the apostles and elders of all of Israel, whether accepted or not. And a sincere salutation to all the Akim pushing this truth and believing this truth at the four winds of the earth, the entire world shedding light to the hopeful elect. Again, a sincere salutation to all the Akim believing this truth and pushing this truth at the four winds of the earth, the entire world shedding light to the hopeful elect. Shalom to the Akwath who are listening and learning. If you sisters who are listening for opportunity in, may Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai continue to bless you in your houses. May the blessing of election be upon your house. Till next time I say